In today's economy, most people are struggling to get by, but it doesn't mean we can't be frugal and we can't save money. And biggest way to do this is avoiding waste. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at some very simple money saving strategies that can help you really build that nest egg. Now, when it comes to simple money moves, it is about investing and being cognizant of what you're doing with your money itself. So let's go ahead and get into this. First one we look at is setting bill reminders or auto pay. This is one of the most important things and one of the things that I absolutely love. Everything that I have, I do not want to miss payments. It's going to affect my credit score. I don't want late fees. I don't want anything. I want every bill paid on time, eliminating the need for me to remember dates, remember exactly when it has to be billed. Now, of course, a lot of companies also offer bill pay, and through the bill payment, they offer you a discount if you're doing subscriptions. This could also be a choice where if you're paying for 6 months, for instance, with my car insurance, I do get a discount for paying in 6-month premiums. Paying it or prepaying it makes a big difference. I know, thinking of Verizon, thinking of Xfinity, cell phone providers, and also internet providers do also give you an additional discount, 5 or 10%, if you're set up for auto pays. And of course, if you're paying them manually, you have to keep track of it all. Simplify your life, set them up on auto pay. It can also save you some money. Now, second one, and this is one that I do every single time, and I love it because I get excited about it every time I go shopping. That is making a list to avoid the impulse buys. If I have something that is not on my list, I do not buy it. The grocery store, whether I'm going to BJ's, going to Myers, going to Kroger, regardless of where I'm going, I have a list that I know when it looks at impulse purchases, they estimate around $2,200 to $2,500 a year are spent in just straight up impulse purchases. And even when you look at those purchases, most of them are a lot more expensive than if you just bought it in bulk or you bought more of a quantity of it. It looks good because it's right at checkout. Now, they do this systematically because they know when you're at checkout, they have all the drinks, easy to grab. They have the snacks, they have the candy, they have the chips, they have the gift cards. They have everything in the world at checkout, even stacks and stacks and stacks on top of stuff that they have in checkout, which is kind of crazy when you finally do get there. Now, third one, shopping around for insurance. This is one that I talk about when you think about fixed expenses. If you have homeowners insurance, if you have renters insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, anything, it is a very, very competitive market. Meaning if you've carried the same insurance for about the last 2 or 3 years, you're probably paying more than another company would essentially pay you for that same service or pay you for the exact same kind of insurance. Every 2 or 3 years, I look at it and make sure that I have the best price. Hopefully, whoever I'm with right now, it is AAA, will negotiate and will work with me on a price because, of course, the savings can add up over time. I was with USAA for a number of years. I am a veteran of the military, and being over there for a couple years, moving to AAA, I actually saved around $1,800 a year. Now, I don't know about you, but if I could save $1,800 a year, I am all about it. And AAA even matched my exact identical policy for my home and auto that I had with USAA. So it was kind of crazy. Now, of course, most people will set this up like we talked about with automatic payments. It's going to renew even if it goes up. Most people don't even realize this. Even when you look at your mortgage payment going up because your taxes go up or your insurance goes up, a lot of time people don't pay attention to the increase in insurance, which they could save a lot of money on the car and the home and even bundling them together because, again, it is a very, very competitive industry. Number 4, we get into using credit cards wisely. Now, for me personally, I have not paid interest on credit cards in probably about 25 years. Yes, I am that old, but yes, when I buy items on credit cards, I pay them off in the entirety. If you can't pay them off, make sure you're limiting what you put on the card, using cash instead of using the card. Because what I see happen a lot of times is people will put all of their money, their entire paycheck, everything they have, including savings, emergency funds, everything goes to knocking out that credit card debt, not left with any money. Then when it comes to a purchase, when it comes to something they need, even when it comes to regular day-to-day items, they are using the credit card for everything. A lot of people also get caught in the low interest or the 0%. We see them majority of the time are not paid off in the promo, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, whatever it is. So they are stuck with a much higher balance and now paying a much higher interest rate when those promotional rates do expire. So pro tip on this, look for a credit card that is going to offer you a very low or no cost balance transfer. and eliminating the credit card debt in its entirety. Every single time, and this is kind of a pet peeve of mine, every single time I pay interest on something, I cringe a little because I can equate, let's say you make $50 an hour and you're paying interest of $50. 1 hour of your life is completely gone for the interest payment that you just made. It does make me cringe, and really, really it does. Number 5, we get clipping coupons and looking for retail reward programs. Now, this is again another place where I do not buy anything, and I do shop online sometimes, but when I do, I will not buy anything until I go through, spend my time and find a discount code, find a rebate, find a program where, hey, if you give us your email, we'll give you 15% off. I do not like paying full price for anything, and I really do not buy and will not buy anything full price for anything. I use my credit cards reward programs with the store or the retail reward programs that they have. I buy gift cards for things, which again can give me a pretty good discount. I find any way that I can get it either reduced or get completely free items. And of course, to sign up for the programs, you can save a significant amount. But me personally, I have one email that is my professional email, my personal email, one email that is my junk email in the entirety. So everything with these rewards programs, if I ever need anything, for instance, rewards programs for Dave & Buster's, I look at that garbage email that I created because I know all of that email and all of the spam is going to be in there. Number 6, we get into going to the library to check out books, DVDs. They have movies, they have video games. Even the library that we have locally, they have games for the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, have games for the Switch. All of them are free. If they're there, if they're available, it keeps you from spending money at all. And it is a place where if you want to do research, if you want to do studies, like for instance, again, the library that we have, they have an entire archive of online books. So if I want to go through and I want to look at a book, most of the books you can get in their entirety. You can go through, you can read it, skim it, cliff note it, whatever you want to do. They do have it, and it is completely free. If you like to watch movies, if you like to read books, actually having the physical books, they always have them as well. On number 7, we look waiting for the sale or waiting to buy groceries in bulk. Me personally, again, like we said earlier, I do not buy anything unless there is a discount, if there's a sale, if there's a promotion, if there's an expensive item, I can even put it in my cart and tag it. And I know a lot of people are using like Google Chrome or even Edge with some extensions that you can kind of track items. So you can put an item in there, track the item and the price. It will notify you when the price goes down, waiting for it to go on sale, waiting for it to be discounted, which of course, thinking of like a Black Friday, even thinking of what's coming up with the Super Bowl, looking at Christmas. And of course, if you buy it in bulk, there's a lot of things. We are a member of a wholesale club out here, which is BJ's. If you're buying things in bulk, larger packages can usually cost a lot less. And if it's basic items, we're talking paper towel, toilet paper, pretty much anything but food is really, I would recommend buying in bulk and compare the prices. When you look at, again, a Kroger, a Meijer compared to a BJ, how much is it for a price? How much is it per unit? You can really do the math and see exactly how much money you're saving. Now, for me personally, number 8, setting long-term financial goals. This is the aspiration to retire at a younger age, making sure that we're not going to be looking at 65 for a retirement age. This is really something that I focus on. I have sticky notes. I have really everything out there. So how can I save money every week? How can I do it every month? How can I turn it into an annual basis where I'm putting a lot more money into investment accounts, which we are stockpiling it, not only going right here with our debt-free journey, but eliminating debt in its entirety, including the mortgage within the next couple years, will give me a completely debt-free life. Even in the next few years, when we have a new vehicle or need for a new vehicle, we will be financially set that we can just go ahead and pay for it. Don't have to worry about financing. Don't have to worry about interest rates. Don't have to worry about buying a $50,000 car, then paying another $8,000 on top of that just because you finance it over the next 5 years. Again, I do not like interest. Number 9, this is another one that I do every single day, packing lunches and snacks every single day. Eating out is expensive. I work with a lot of individuals that go out to eat on a regular basis, $10, $12, $15 a meal over the course of the week. That adds up to a lot of money. Even stopping at like 7-Eleven or convenience stores, it is very expensive when you look at bottles of pop or soda. when you're looking at, buying candy or buying anything of that nature, convenience stores are convenient and it comes with a convenient price. Even when you look at buying a candy bar, it's a lot more expensive at a gas station or a convenience store than we see at like a Meijer or a Kroger. Makes a really big difference. That what you pay in the grocery store, if you planned on getting it with that shopping list, can make it a lot easier. And of course, bringing drinks and snacks from home, again, are going to save you a lot of money in the meantime. Now this one, combine errands to save on gas. This for me, again, is another one. If you're running errands multiple times a week, you're going to waste gas. You want to make sure that you're getting gas when you're doing errands. So kind of just grouping it together, even grouping shopping trips. For instance, I'll go to like Nino Savaggio's, we get lunch meat, we get bread, we get everything. I will go to BJ's, I'll get everything that we need from there. BJ's has a gas station, which of course has discounted gas. I pick up my gas there so I can make one nice round trip that I don't have to worry about running a bunch of different places. And I always plan the trips as well. Super easy with GPS, super easy with a couple tools. That way you can plan and be the most efficient that you can be when it comes to gas. And the final one that I'm leaving you with, guys, is cooking from scratch to really reduce the grocery bill and eating out. Like we said earlier, not only fast food, but going out to restaurants is very expensive. Not only do you have, the price of the meal, also have to add on a tip. And most of the time when you're doing it from scratch, when you're cooking at home, you can portion your own sizes. You can also have leftovers. You can meal prep and meal plan way cheaper than essentially going out and eating. And of course, for a majority of us, it is going to be a lot more healthy to go ahead and do that. So guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Simple money saving habits for frugal people that love to do it like myself. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.